A criminal defendant is allowed to testify in their own defense in trial, but most do not. Robert Tellis is adamant he will, and his attorney tells me he will most likely take the stand on Wednesday.
Mr. Tellis, you understand you have heard all of the evidence.
Yes.
In the last few minutes of proceedings Tuesday, Judge Michelle Levitt canvassed Robert Tellis, essentially explaining to him his constitutional right to testify in his own defense. This ahead of his expected testimony Wednesday in his murder trial.
Hello, I'm Rob Tellis.
Tellis is the former Clark County public administrator accused of killing Las Vegas Review-Journal reporter Jeff Gehrman in September of 2022. Prosecutors have presented to jurors what they say is overwhelming evidence linking Tellis to the crime, including self-inflicted wounds on his body found when officers were taking him into custody. Tellis's defense called their first witness today, psychologist Dr. Mark Chambers, to dispute Tellis's attempt to take his life was a result of despair over the charges he faced.
Is an attempted suicide a reliable indicator of a guilty conscience?
Not necessarily, no.
And is that based upon research?
Yes. It's clear from the research that the stress of being accused of a crime, particularly a severe crime, as I said, can cause people to commit or attempt suicide, whether they're guilty or not.
Prosecution rested its case on Monday, calling nearly 30 witnesses who testified about a wide-ranging amount of evidence, including hundreds of images of Gehrman's home and searches for his car and address found on Tellis's electronic devices. In possibly the most compelling evidence, a Metro forensic scientist testified Tellis's DNA was found under the victim's fingernails.
And the probability of observing the mixture DNA profile is approximately 40.9 septillion times more likely.
Tellis's attorney tells me his client intends to present to jurors that he was working out at the gym on the day of Gehrman's murder. Tellis also plans to discuss his good character as public administrator by describing the holiday parties he threw. At the Regional Justice Center, I'm Jae-Won Jung.